Constitution. It doesn't mean anything that today we live in a mental institution. 'Cause everything's crazy. They're doing away with borders. It's a new world. It's a new day. There's a new world order coming to your town. You better get ready. You better get ready. It's a new day. It's a new way. It's a new day. It's a new way.
Of men. The shadow knows.
Oh, yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. It is Sunday, and you are not going to believe what I got for you right here on Revolution Radio. That's right. Welcome to the Samsel Report. This is the weekend wrap-up, wherein we wrap up the previous week's headlines. This show is coming to you live from beautiful Clearwater, Florida. That's right. That's Clearwater, FLA. That's right. Oh, yes. The phone line is up. And the number to call in is 727-475-6138. Oh, yes, that's right. You heard right. Oh, yes, 727-475-6138. Because I want to hear from you, okay? All right. So let's get this here show on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, our government is a cesspool of corruption. Our industrial might is a thing of the past. And the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, well, they're being trashed by a treasonous, out-of-control government that is intent on enslaving the American people. Now, I know it sounds just like some low-budget horror movie. It sounds just like something from out of the Twilight Zone. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Huh? We live in the Twilight Zone. Oh, look out.
You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance. You are bombarded by the conditioning illusion
projected forth by corporate and government-controlled mass media. A world of mind-controlled automatons, unable to think or speak out or stand up for themselves. You're entering a world where everything is just the opposite of what you think it is. You are living in the Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone. Oh, yes. Take it from me, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes, we live in the Twilight Zone. Oh, yes, we do. The mainstream media is a weapon. A weapon being used to control and dumb down the American people. Even as they are raped financially, their rights and liberties trampled upon, and America destroyed by design. Oh, yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Look out. Free your mind, and your ass will follow. Oh, yes, indeed. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. And now it's time for an important message, especially for you listeners out there. Oh, yes, because this here program on Revolution Radio is listener-supported. And that means you, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this network and if you like this program, then please send us money. Now, we don't want a whole lots of money. Oh, no. We just want whatever you can spare. But I tell you what, though. For $100 donation, you will get 35,000 seeds. Oh, man. What would you do with 35,000 seeds? Well, there you go. So, I tell you what. What you need is this here broadcasting network. Oh, yes, because Revolution Radio is not only #1, but it is the voice of truth and freedom that you won't hear anywhere else. So, please help to support informative, entertaining, fabulously original, innovative, cutting edge, enlightening, mind-expanding, and awe-inspiring programs just like this one. Okay? All right. It is the Samsel Report, and it is heard only on Revolution Radio. So, send us money. We could do that? We could, all right, okay, all right. All right, boy, oh boy. We are just about ready to check out the week's headlines, but we have a caller on the line. Hello, caller. Hello, how are you? Are you there?
I am here, Bill. How are you doing tonight on Revolution Radio?
Oh, I am doing just fine. And yourself?
I can only tell you, I feel exciting, all good, just to hear what's going to happen this week on the upcoming events from what Wild Bill Samsel has to offer us from his knowledge and thoughtful mind.
Yeah, there you go. There you have it. There you go. Boy, oh boy. Well, I'm glad you're out there. It's nice to know you're out there. Where are you calling from?
Oh, we're calling from, over there in the Southwest. But I can just tell you, Bill, I'm so happy to be here at Revolution Radio. and I can just tell you, Bill, the enormous amount of listeners are increasing. They are increasing. They are coming here to listen to Wild Bill Samsel. And it is good. It is really good. And do you know why? You know why?
Why? Why is that? Enlighten me.
Well, let's hear Wild Bill Samsel, because you are here at Revolution Radio. Everybody is coming to listen to you, because you know Dylan. You listen to Dylan, and Dylan is just part of us, and it is nice to have him here also at Revolution Radio.
Oh yeah, because Dylan is cool. He's sharp too. Let me tell you what. So I'm glad Dylan is with us on Revolution Radio.
Hey Bill, I got a question.
Okay.
What is gonna happen with the next crazy and wild episode of Johnny Danger?
Oh man! Oh, I tell you what, I'm getting together with Terry Joyce, and we are putting together the continuation of the Charlie Danger private detective stories, and it's gonna get a little bizarre, But that's right.
That's
right.
going to be here at Revolution Radio.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. And it's coming soon. So watch out. You don't want to miss it. Okay? Well, we got to go to continue on with our program here. So thank you. God bless you for calling in. And it's great to know that you're out there listening.
Yes, Bill. Thank you for taking my call. Much love to all the good people. But, yeah, the Samsel Report, it's just part of our lives.
There you go.
And that's just the way it is. Everybody's got to tune into Revolution Radio.
Oh,
the
yes.
Samsel Report.
Oh, yes. That's right. That's right. God bless you. Take care, Bud. Boy, oh boy, I tell you what. Man, oh man. Well, here we are, getting ready now, right, to check out this week's headlines. So, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go do it. Come on. Here we go. All right. Okay. All right. I tell you what. Let's get right down to business. Okay? Are you guys ready out there? Okay, 'cause here we go. All right. Our first headline. Obama's economy is imploding, ladies and gentlemen. 6,000 retail stores are closing across the nation. That's the headline. Here's the story. Major U.S. retailers have announced the closing of more than 6,000 stores from coast to coast. For example, 1,784 Radio Shack stores will be vanishing in the near future. 400 of the Office Depot Office Max chain will disappear. And 340 Dollar Tree Family Dollar stores will be closing. Now, this growing list of stores coincides with the decline in discretionary consumer spending over the past 6 months. Okay? Are you with me? Okay. All right. Expect to see more storefronts closed at malls across the country. Americans' credit is maxed out. Everybody's maxed out the plastic. That's right. And that's a problem that will impact holiday season sales later on this year. Add the demand of rising taxes, housing, and health insurance costs, and you've got a formula for belt-tightening across the board. In other words, we're all going broke, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Oh, yes. Expected to be hit the hardest are the poorer and lower middle-class neighborhoods. The recent riots in Ferguson and Baltimore are expected to make retailers even more skittish. And the reason that stores are closing is because people are not spending money. That's because they're all going broke. That's right. Oh, yes, that's because the dollar bill is worth absolutely nothing. How do you like them apples? Huh? Huh? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Everybody is taking a pay cut. Oh, yes, every single person out there is taking a pay cut because the value of the dollar is going through the floor. Oh, yes. Your paycheck is shrinking because the dollars you're getting paid are worth less. Okay? Gabish? Okay? All right? Prices are going up, and away. That's right. You can afford less. Okay? And yet, D.C. tells us that the economy is on an upswing. Oh, yes. Everything is improving. We could be a lot worse off. But give them a little more time and we will be worse off. Are we better off than we were 10 years ago? Huh? Huh? Was the dollar worth more then? Of course. Were more people employed 10 years ago? Were more stores open 10 years ago? What was the price of gasoline 10 years ago? Huh? Well, stores are closing left and right. Ma and Pa are breathing their last. That's right. And now it's the big retailers that are going belly up. Oh, yes. Pretty soon, the only people running successful businesses will be the Indians and the Pakistanis that run all the convenience stores. That's right. Oh, look out. And they can't hardly even speak English, can they? Man, oh man, I tell you what we'd do with that one. I tell you, stick that one in the corral with all the rest of them. Get on in there, go on. Get yourself on in there. Get on in there. Get on in there. There you go, there you have it. There you go. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, I tell you what. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio. Okay. All right. And this is the weekend wrap-up, wherein we wrap up the week's headlines. Now, our next headline, ladies and gentlemen, Obama's Pentagon loses track of $500 million worth of weapons and equipment that they sent to Yemen. Oh, yes, you heard right. Oh, yes, and that's the headline, and here is the story. The Pentagon is unable to account for more than $500 million in U.S. military aid given to Yemen. Oh, yes, there are fears that the weaponry, aircraft, and equipment is at risk of being seized by Iranian-backed rebels or Al-Qaeda, according to U.S. officials. Oh, yes, with Yemen in turmoil and its government splintering, the Defense Department has lost its ability to monitor the whereabouts of small arms, ammunition, night vision goggles, patrol boats, armored vehicles, and other supplies donated by the United States. Now, the situation has grown worse since the United States closed its embassy in the capital last month, and they withdrew many of the military advisors. So, how do you like them apples? Huh? In recent weeks, members of Congress have held closed-door meetings with U.S. military officials to press for an accounting of the arms and equipment. Now, Pentagon officials have said that they have little information to go on and that there is little they can do at this point to prevent the weapons from falling into the wrong hands. $500 million worth of military equipment just vanished into thin air. Now, that's a lot of military hardware. Oh, yes. Big circus tents full of stuff. Oh, yes. Warehouses full of military equipment. It must have been the locals. The locals showed up and helped themselves. We have to assume it's completely compromised and gone, said a legislative aide on Capitol Hill who spoke on the condition of anonymity because of the sensitivity of the matter. U.S. military officials declined to comment, for the record. That's right. They declined to comment. Oh, yes. Hell no. Hell no. They're keeping their mouths shut. That's right. A defense official speaking on the condition of anonymity he said there was no hard evidence that U.S. arms or equipment had been looted or confiscated. That's because they made off with the hard evidence. Gabish, you know what I'm talking about. They made off with the evidence, but the official acknowledged that the Pentagon had lost track of the items. They just lost track of them, boys. That's right, girls. They've lost track of $500 million worth of military equipment. We're talking about truckloads of automatic assault weapons, hollow point ammunition, bulletproof vests, gas masks, hand grenades, rockets, mines, assault vehicles, drones, tanks, fighter planes, and guided missiles. You know, the kind of stuff that the Pentagon is famous for keeping track of. Am I right? Well, nobody knows where all that crap went. Bull hockey, I say. That's right. Oh, bull hockey. That's nothing but barnyard manure. That's right. Why, it's nothing but what you find down the hole in the seat of the outhouse. Oh, yes. Take it from me. It stinks to high heaven. Nobody knows where it went. Nobody is responsible. $500 million worth of military crap. It simply vanished. Why, with $500 million, I could spend the rest of my life doing nothing but spending money. That's right. And I would still have hundreds of millions of dollars left over for my relatives to fight over when I croak. That's right. That's right. But they don't know where it went. Okay? They don't know where it went. Well, I know where they are going. Don't you? Let's put them where they belong. Put them right in there. Get on in there. Get on in there where you belong. Gone. There you go. There you have it. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio.
Yes, it's Charlie Danger, private detective. Charlie Danger, defender of the Constitution. And now, Charlie Danger, private detective.
Get this and get it straight. Crime is a sucker's road, and those who travel it today are more cunning, traitorous, and evil than ever. They got big wallets and big ideas and big plans, and they don't like anything or anyone that gets in their way. I ought to know. I'm Charlie Danger. It was a cold, windy day as I sat behind my desk in my cozy little office waiting for a phone to ring that lately hadn't been ringing enough. I sat staring blankly at the wall, listening to the sultry sound of the sax player down the hall practicing for his next weekend's gig. I was trying to decide if I should get up and fix myself yet another drink.
Yes, there are now 4 Charlie Danger adventures to choose from. Go to hiddenmysteries.com. That's hiddenmysteries.com.
That's right. You can go to hiddenmysteries.com and check out the entire 4-volume set of Charlie Danger, Private Detective. That's the first one. The second one is Border Disorder. The third one was Supervision. And then the fourth one was, what was it? RoboCops. Okay. But you can go check them all out, okay? And check out, while you're at it, check out today's new Atlantis, okay? Will you do that? All right?
You're riding with Wild Bill's Freedom Posse.
That's right. You're riding with the Freedom Posse right here on Revolution Radio. Now, let us continue with our look at last week's headlines. Our next headline: a record 12,202,000 black Americans are unemployed. So what does Obama do? Well, he helps the illegal aliens. That's right. You heard right. That's the headline. Here comes the story. Are you ready for this? Obama's true allegiances are showing loud and clear after 6 years in office, and it's not to the black communities of America. Oh, no. Unemployment has climbed to record highs for blacks, yet Obama, Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, and all the other race baiters of this nation say and do nothing to stop the flood of illegal aliens into the United States. Now, here is a clue for anyone who supports Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, and Barack Obama because they are black. That's right. Because you believe they are looking out for you, the oppressed black American. Well, Obama is selling America out to the lowest bidder, the illegal aliens. He gives the illegal aliens amnesty, right? Does this seem like Obama is looking out for the black Americans? Does it seem like he's looking out for Americans at all? Now be honest with yourself. Look around you and you will see. Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, and most of all, Barack Hussein Obama, care absolutely nothing about your well-being because they are thriving on your suffering. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. If the black communities wanted to march in the streets for a just and righteous cause, it would be against illegal immigrants and granting them amnesty. All Americans should hold priority over illegal aliens, Mr. Obama. Amnesty will destroy the political power of the black community in America forever, simply by making them an even smaller and therefore less significant force in American political arenas. A record 12 million black people were not in the labor force for March. the number climbed from 12,122,000 in February to 12,202,000 in March, an increase of 80,000. The unemployment rate for black people in March was 10.1%. Is that right? Which is nearly double the overall national unemployment rate. This is 5.5%. Now, last month, the unemployment rate for black Americans was 10.4%. Now, for black teenagers from 16 to 19 years old, black teenagers, the unemployment rate was even higher. It was at 25%, meaning that 1 in 4 black teens who were actively seeking a job did not have one. The participation rate for this group also declined, 3.4%. The black unemployment rate is going through the roof. But Obama, see, he's more interested in what's happening with the illegal aliens, see. So, there you have it, there you go, okay? There's only one thing. There is only one thing I would like to do with that last headline. There you go. Give it to him. Let him have it. Give it to him again. Give it to him. Go on. Give it to him again. There you go. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Black America elected this guy. Put him in office, okay? But he's not looking out for them. He's looking out for the illegals, okay? So, put that in your pipe and smoke it, okay? All right? Okay, 727-475-6138 if you're interested. Okay, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, our next headline. Texas governor issues warning to Obama in face of nationwide military exercise. Now, the federal government is preparing to conduct a multi-state military exercise throughout the United States. And strangely, some folks are getting a little nervous. The war simulation has been clouded in secrecy, and everyone from conspiracy theorists to run-of-the-mill citizens are raising some eyebrows. And apparently the governor of Texas isn't feeling warm and fuzzy about the operation either. Oh no. Conspiracy theorists aren't the only ones who aren't fully buying the official reasons given for the large-scale military exercise codenamed Jade Helm 15. Governor Abbott said, "I've ordered the Texas State Guard to monitor Jade Helm 15 to safeguard Texans' constitutional rights, their privacy, their property, and their civil liberties." That's what Governor Abbott said. Now, he was letting Obama know that the fine men and women of the Texas State Guard will have eyes on the operation. In a letter to the commander of the Texas State Guard, Governor Abbott wrote, "During the training operation, it is important that Texans know their safety, constitutional rights, private property rights, and civil liberties will not be infringed. I am directing the Texas State Guard to monitor Operation Jade Helm 15. Now, the truth is, Abbott's order isn't merely an order to ease the concerns of constituents with tinfoil hats. Oh, no, 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 no. It's pretty much the exact sort of thing our founders would have expected. After all, local oversight of federal initiatives are a key part of our American Republic. Oversee these dirty, rotten criminals. Oversee these people. That's right. That's what he wants to do. And in the process, he's making sure the feds remember that they are actually accountable to somebody. That's right. So, there you go. There you have it. There you go. What was that, Lassie? What did you say there? Oh, okay, yeah. We'll take that one and we'll stick it in there with all the rest of them. Get down in there. Get down in there. Get down, get on in there. Man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Let's go to our next headline, okay? Our next headline. Millions of creatures, dead ones, that is, wash ashore on the west coast of the United States. Oh, yes, you heard right. Millions of creatures. They are washing ashore on the west coast of the United States. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Known as by the wind sailors. You got that? By the wind sailors. That's what they're known as. Or purple sails. They're also known as purple sails. The species is similar to jellyfish, okay, and like blue jellyfish, okay? Blue jellyfish are washing ashore from California all the way to Washington State. You go to the beach and they are full of dead blue jellyfish. That's right. Billions of them have washed ashore. Billions and billions and billions have washed ashore. Dead blue jellyfish. The whole beach is covered with dead blue jellyfish. That's right. Oh, yes. Now, the Weather Channel went so far as to say that it is a result of strong winds and above average sea surface temperatures. That's their explanation. It's the result of strong winds and above average sea surface temperatures. That's what the whole problem is. That's why dead blue jellyfish by the billions and billions and billions completely cover the entire western coast of the United States from Southern California all the way up to Washington. Okay? But it's the result of strong winds and above average sea surface temperatures. Now, it's absolutely nothing to do with Fukushima, okay? So just forget about that, all right? Because it has absolutely nothing to do with Fukushima. Forget I even said Fukushima, okay? Just make believe I didn't even say Fukushima, okay? All right? So just make believe I didn't even say that, okay? All right. It's just getting crazy, isn't it? I mean, we live in the twilight zone, don't we? I mean, it's absolutely amazing. I don't know what to do anymore. I think I'm going out of my mind. I think I'm losing my mind. I must be going cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. That's right. Oh, oh. look out. Look out. Is it me or what? Huh? Huh? Okay, I tell you what we're going to do. All right, we're going to go to a break now, okay? Because I have this psychic impression that just completely took over my mind and told me in no uncertain terms that soon we would have a break. Oh, it's spooky sometimes, you know what I mean? It gets downright spooky sometimes around here. But I tell you what, don't go away, stick around, because I saved the best stuff for the last hour. That's right. Oh, yes, I saved it all for the last hour. So don't go away. Don't go away, all right? Because you're going to miss it all if you go away, all right? Okay? All right? So let's go take this break and get this over with, and then we'll come back, all right?
Madison Avenue mentality. Look out, it's gonna get ya, man, it's gonna get ya. It's gonna get ya, oh no, gonna get ya, oh no. Madison Avenue mentality.
You're listening to Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com. We are awake. We will not be deterred. We shall find the truth. Politics, New World Order, weather control, the systematic destruction of humanity is in progress, and we are preparing to stand tall, and we attempt to awake others. Please note, we are listener-supported, so click a banner, make a donation. I do not have sponsors or commercials to support my efforts. Now, stand by. You are being connected.
Some say the man is crazy.
He's crazy.
A raving conspiracy theorist.
He's nuts.
Look out, because here he comes, the Crimson Crusader of conspiracy comedy, the one, the only, Wild Bill Samsel. Yes, it's Wild Bill, right here on Revolution Radio.
We got another caller on the line here, so let's go to our caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello, and how are you today?
I'm groovy like a 10-cent movie.
Well, there you go.
How are you?
Oh,
How are you?
I'm cruising along here.
I see that you like to use sarcasm. That's about the only weapon we got left, right?
That's about it. Yes, right now, at this point, yes.
Well, you do it very well.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you seem like you're right on top of everything, and you're covering your bases very well. Put your link up in the chat, and so that I can bookmark it and lead people there too.
Okay, I will do that.
We need more people like you out there.
Wow.
And I would say that in this war, you are probably a general, and we do need people to funnel these new people in.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I will say about getting away from network news and the media is once you get away from them, you never go back. Never.
Mainstream media, you suck.
Here, I concur.
Now, I'd appreciate it if you tell all your friends to tune in to the Samsel Report.
I'll do you one better. I'll put it on a CD.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it on CDs and give them out.
Oh,
so
man.
they'll be good and hungry when they look you up.
All right. All right.
Hey,
That's great.
put your thing up in the chat so that I can go there.
I tell you what, let me go to a commercial, and when we go to commercial, I'll put this email address in. I mean the website address in there. So,
Right.
where are my commercials? Let me find my commercials here. Okay, here we go. Don't go away. We will be right back.
Who knows what evil lurks in the halls of Washington?
Well, that would be me, Wild Bill Samsel, your host of the Samsel Report.
Madison Avenue mentality. Look out, it's gonna get ya. Man is gonna get ya. He's gonna get ya. Oh no, gonna get ya. Oh no. Madison Avenue mentality.
Look out, we are back.
Madison Avenue mentality.
Oh, yes, indeed. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We have a caller on the line. Hello, caller. How are you tonight?
Hello, Bill Samsel. We're doing okay, my friend. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. You having a good time tonight?
I'm having a good time tonight listening to the Samsel Report. I got to tell you, it's good. But, man, $500 million worth of military hardware lost?
Oh,
Oops.
Oh, yeah. Oops. And nobody answers for it. And nobody's responsible for it. And it just gets swept under the rug, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's like we're living in the Twilight Zone.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. What do you do? How do you lose $500 million worth of stuff? I mean, how do you do that?
They swept it under the rug, huh? What the Fukushima is going on?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It goes in the black budget, probably. They stick it in the black budget, right? Right? Am I right or what? It just
Bill Samsel, you're always right. You bring it to the folks. Thank you for just being who you are.
Well, thank you. God bless you, and thank you for calling in tonight.
Can we make a flush request for later?
Oh, yeah, sure. Anything. What?
There's a guy out there that I don't think's looking out for the betterment of the children of the world, and his name is Paul Wolfowitz.
Wolfowitz. Oh, my God. Wolfowitz. Oh, Frankenstein. Oh, my God. Yeah, we'll flush him away. Don't you worry about that.
All right, Crazy Wild Bill, we love you. You keep up the good work, and just know a lot of listeners are here, my friend. A lot of people are getting close, getting tight, getting loving the love of the Crazy Wild Bill Samsel.
All right. God bless you. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Man, oh, man, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Samsel Report. Oh, yes. Right here on Revolution Radio. Oh, man. You're riding with Wild Bill's Freedom Posse. That's right. You are riding with the Freedom Posse. Okay? All right. Let us move on to our next headline. Here it comes. Are you ready for this? Big Pharma criminality is no longer a conspiracy theory. Bribery, fraud, price fixing now is a matter of public record. Oh, yes, you heard right. That's the headline. Here comes the story. Those of us who have long been describing the pharmaceutical industry as a criminal racket over the last few years have been wholly vindicated by recent news. Drug and vaccine manufacturer Merck was caught red-handed by two of its own scientists faking vaccine efficiency data by spiking blood samples with animal antibodies. Oh, yes, indeed. Look out. Look out. GlaxoSmithKline has just been fined a whopping $3 billion for bribing doctors, lying to the FDA, hiding clinical trial data, and fraudulent marketing. Oh, yes, $3 billion. Pfizer. Oh, yes, I said Pfizer, meanwhile, has been sued by the nation's pharmacy retailers for what is alleged as an overarching anti-competitive scheme to keep generic cholesterol drugs off the market and thereby boost its own profits. There you go. How do you like them apples? Huh? No arrests or prosecution of big pharma executives is expected to take place. One of the most astonishing realizations in all of this is that given all the criminal fraud, the bribery, the misrepresentation, the lying to the FDA, the price fixing, and other crimes that are going on in the pharmaceutical industry, you'd think somebody somewhere might be arrested and charged with a crime, right? Isn't that what you would expect somewhere along the line? No. To date, not a single pharmaceutical CEO, marketing employee, or drug rep has been charged with anything related to all this fraud. In America, drug company employees are above the law, just like top mafia bosses of a bygone era. Look out. How insane is this? Exactly. Now consider this. Imagine if you, an individual, went around town bribing doctors, falsifying data, selling a fraudulent product to the government, lying to regulators, engaging in anti-trade price fixing, and threatening your employees into silence, what do you think would happen to you? Huh? Huh? You'd probably wind up rotten in prison. That's right. Oh, yes, you would be the subject of an FBI investigation and a Department of Justice prosecution, baby. That's right. That's right. So why is it okay for a multi-billion-dollar corporation to carry out these same crimes and get away with it? Huh? Why are the CEOs of drug companies given a free pass? Why can they commit felony crimes and endless fraud? I'll tell you why, and you're not going to like the answer. It's one big country club, as comedian George Carlin used to say. He says it's one big country club and you ain't in it. That's right. If Big Pharma would falsify data on vaccines, what else would the industry do? I hope you're getting the bigger picture in all this, because if these drug companies routinely bribe doctors, falsify data, defraud the government, and commit felony crimes without remorse, what else would they be willing to do for profit? You know, and I know, and we all know the answer to that one. Okay? All right. So I tell you what we do with it. Let's put it where it belongs, okay? Are you ready for get it? Get on in there. There you go. That's where that belongs. Right in there. Right in there. And I tell you what, while we're at it, let's take Wolfowitz. Hey, Wolfowitz. Wolfowitz, here you go, baby. Here you go, right in there. Wolfowitz, there you go. You dirty scumbag, you dirty, rotten scumbag. I tell you what, man, oh man. Hold on a second here.
Free your mind. And your ex will follow.
That's right. That's right. Boy, oh boy. We got Lassie here in the studio. That's right. We got Lassie here in the studio. That's right. And it is 11:13 here in beautiful Clearwater, Florida. And that means that like a minute ago. Forget about it. I won't go there. Okay. All right. But are you having a good time so far on the Samsel Report? Are you having a good... Boy, everybody's having a good time right here on the Samsel Report tonight. Boy, oh boy, I tell you what. You're right with Wild Bill's Freedom Posse. That's right, you are riding with the Freedom Posse. You're going to love this next one. Oh, yes. You're going to love this one, baby. Are you ready for this? Okay. We have, and you heard it first right here on the Samsel Report, okay? Remember that now. We have wife-beating rules for Muslims. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, and like I said, you heard it first, right here on the Samsel Report. We bring you, ladies and gentlemen, wife-beating rules for Muslims. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, look out. The Quran allows men to beat their wives. And here are the rules. Okay, this is an exclusive report here, baby. Okay, are you ready for this? Can you handle this? Okay. After after hearing this report, you will no longer be able to claim ignorance of Islam. Okay? All right? Now, this is directly from the Quran, okay? Men have authority over women because God has made the one superior to the other. Good women are obedient. They guard their unseen parts because God has guarded them. Oh yes, God has a special interest in your private parts. That's right. As for those from whom you fear disobedience, you must admonish them and send them to beds apart and beat them. Oh, yes. And then, if they obey you, take no further action against them. Surely God is high. God is supreme. And that is directly from the Quran. Okay? All right? So, I've put together some guidelines for those Muslim men who feel that they should beat their wives for whatever reason. Yes, God wants men to beat their wives properly, and so has given them a few rules to follow. Okay? Now, rule number 1. Never beat your wife in the face. It's the only place not covered up by the burqa. Besides, black eyes and split lips are unsightly in public. Okay? All right. That's number 1. Number 2. Never let your friends join in beating your wife. Okay, never let your friends participate in beating your wife. Beating your wife is the prerogative of the husband. Okay? Now, only your father can beat your wife. But that's in your absence. If you're not around, then your father can beat your wife. Okay? All right. That's number 2. Okay? Number 3. If your wife isn't home, you can beat your daughter until your wife returns. Okay? Then you can beat them both if you so desire. Okay? All right? That's number 4. Now, if hold on a minute here. Number 4, never allow your sons to beat your wife. Okay? All right? Tell them that Allah wants them to find their own wives to beat. Okay? All right? Now, if you grow weary of beating your wife, take a 15-minute break before resuming your wife-beating activities. Okay? You are allowed to take a 15-minute break in there. Okay? And in some countries, you're allowed to have lunch, too, to get 30 minutes for lunch, too. Don't you? Stones are for throwing. Okay? Do not beat your wife with a stone or a brick. Okay? Gather your neighbors together for a proper stoning. Okay? So, don't take it upon yourself to stone your wife. Now, if you want to do it properly, invite the neighbors in. Okay? All right. Now, it is illegal to run your wife over with the family car. Okay? That is out. You cannot do that. Okay? You cannot run your wife over with the family Volvo. Okay? Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You cannot hire someone to beat your wife for you. Okay? That's out. You can't do that. Now, you can post videos of you beating your wife on YouTube. You can do that. Now, if you are overly excessive in your wife-beating activities, you might consider a membership in Overbeaters Anonymous. Overbeaters Anonymous. Get it? You got it, right? Are you with me? They have a 12-step program, you know. Oh, yes. You get to kick her 12 times before you behead her. Oh, that's right. That's right. If you get really good at it, you might tune in to the Middle East's most popular TV reality game show, Beat Me. That's right, Beat Me. Beat Me. That's right. That's the reality game show where Muslim men compete in beating their wives and daughters for money and prizes. Oh, yeah, so tune in to Beat Me. That's right. That's the Middle East's most popular TV game show, you know. Beat Me. Oh, man. Okay. All right. I tell you what. You're listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio.
Free your mind. And your ass will follow.
That's right. That's right. Free your mind and your ass will follow. I did that already a long time ago. I did that. Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton. Okay. All right. So there you go. Looking at the news from a different perspective. That's right. Free your mind. Free your mind. Free your mind. Our government is a cesspool of corruption.
How do you like them apples?
We live in the twilight zone.
What, are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. What, is it me? Huh? Is it me or what? Huh? Huh?
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. How do you like them apples?
The Samsel Report.
Oh, yes, indeed. The Samsel Report. Right here on Revolution Radio. And that's the only place you can hear the Samsel Report. My goodness. We got Hillary news. Okay, all right. We got Hillary news coming up here. Oh, yes. All right. Let's see. Where is the Hillary news at? Oh, Clinton. Hillary Clinton wants to fix the broken immigration system. Oh, yes. Hillary Clinton wants to reform the broken immigration system. She said that Tuesday. That's right. She wants to overhaul the immigration system. It must also include a path to full and equal citizenship. That's what Hillary had to say. This is where I differ with everybody on the Republican side. Make no mistake, today, not a single Republican candidate, announced or potential, is clearly and consistently supporting a path to citizenship. Not a single one. That's what Clinton said. Those were her words. She also said, when they talk about legal status, that's their code for second-class status. Now, how do you like them apples? Huh? No. Hillary, baby, you got that all wrong. It's the homegrown American citizen that gets second-class status. That's right. You heard right. The illegals get government assistance at taxpayer expense, and they are exempt from many laws that burden U.S. tax-paying citizens. Oh, yes. Oh, look out. But anyway, that's what she said. She said that in the public library at Rancho High School, which is in Texas, and it has a predominantly Hispanic student body, of course. Now, Clinton said she supported Obama's executive actions, and she said she would defend them against Republican opposition while seeking ways to expand them if she gets elected president. Oh, you heard right. Oh, yes, you did. Oh, yes. Her message was aimed at the so-called dreamers. Oh, yes, the dreamers. Young people who have been protected from deportation by Obama's executive actions. She was aiming her comments at the dreamers. Now, I've seen photos of some of these so-called dreamers. And you know what? They look more like excessively tattooed street gang members from hell. That's what they look like. Oh, yeah. Children, these people are all in their 20s. I'm telling you what, and they look like gang members from hell. That's right. That's right. But you know what Hillary says? Hillary says, I don't understand how anyone can look at these young people and think that we should break up more families or turn away young people with talent. Talent? What? To be tattoo artists? Is that the talent? What talent are you talking about? How to knock somebody in the head and steal their wallet at the same time? Is that the kind of talent you're talking about? Maybe blowing somebody away and stealing their wallet. Huh? Maybe that's the kind of talent you're talking about, Hillary. Huh? So you know what Hillary had to say? She said, I will fight for comprehensive immigration reform, and I will fight for a path to citizenship. Oh, yes. Clinton also said she was worried about the use of family detention centers. Oh, yes, you know, some of them FEMA camps that they got for the illegals. Yeah, she doesn't like them. She calls that inhumane. It's inhumane to put the illegals in the detention camps. But it's okay to put the American citizens in the detention camps. That'll be okay, right? Under your watch. Am I right, Hillary? Am I right? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know what I'd like to do with Hillary? I'd like to stand her up against a wall. I'd like to stand Hillary up against the wall. And, give it to her again. Go, give it to her. Give it to her again. Go, you dirty rat. You dirty, rotten Hillary. You dirty rat. Is it me? Am I just losing my mind? Am I losing my mind here or what? Huh? Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. We got more Hillary news. We got more Hillary. We got more Hillary news. We got more Hillary news right here on the Samsel Report tonight. Okay? Seeking the Hispanic vote, Hillary Clinton defends illegal immigrants. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. All right. That's the story. Here is the... No, that's the headline. Here is the story. Okay? 11 million undocumented immigrants. Actually, according to the government, it's been 11 million undocumented immigrants for the past decade. Am I right? It's been 11 million for the past decade, according to the government. Okay? It's more like 40 million or 50 million roaming around in here, making themselves at home. Am I right? Huh? Now, they say these people don't vote, but I guarantee you half of these people are voting illegally. Okay? All right? They have children, they have siblings, they have cousins, right? And they're all going to vote for Hillary, okay? Because Hillary is supporting, is courting their support. Oh, yes. The Democratic presidential candidate has singled out immigration as a key issue in her bid for the White House in 2016. Now, she's looking to set herself apart from her Republican rivals on the matter, and has even said that she wants to go further than President Obama. She's going to go further than President Obama to secure legal status and citizenship for millions of undocumented immigrants, most of whom are Hispanic. Now, sitting with a group of undocumented students this week in Nevada, Clinton made her stance clear. She called on Congress to adopt comprehensive immigration reform, and she called on Congress to create a path to citizenship for millions of others like them. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, she promised to do more than Obama. And Obama used executive action last November to bypass Congress and approve measures to protect about 4 million undocumented foreigners from deportation. Now, Clinton said she was ready to use executive action to shield many more. Oh, yes. It sounds to me like this daffy dame is working for the illegals. She sure as hell isn't concerned about the will of the American people. You know, the 80% that want current immigration laws enforced and increased border security, them people. She promises executive actions to shield the illegals. Oh no, don't deport them. She wants to bus them from the border straight up to the lineup for the social services. That's right. And guess who gets to pay for it all? Huh? Huh? Take a wild guess who gets to pay for all of it. Okay? All right? Okay, am I right? Am I right? Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I tell you what, look out.
Free your mind, and your ex will follow.
Okay. All right, and no truer words have ever been spoken. Okay? All right. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this next headline? Here it comes, ready or not. Obama says trade deal lets U.S. write the rules, not China. Now, that's the headline. And here comes the story. President Barack Obama says the United States must write the rules of the global economy now, while it's in a position of economic strength. Economic strength. That's what it says right here. Is there economic strength in your house? If the U.S. doesn't write the rules, China will, said Obama. And he says that would give Chinese workers the upper hand and lock Americans out of jobs. Obama made his case for international trade pacts Friday at the Beaverton, Oregon headquarters of the giant clothing and shoe company Nike. But he also met with Oregon small business leaders. He says small companies make up 98% of the United States exporters, and they, mom and pop, actually benefit from open trade agreements. That's what Obama said. Those were his words. Oh, yes. Look how well NAFTA and the SPP have worked out. Oh, yeah. In fact, NAFTA and the SPP were nothing compared to the TPP. That's right. The TPP. That's right, boys and girls. Why, it could very well be the final nail in the middle class's coffin. Oh, yes, the TPP. And nobody knows what the hell you're talking about. The TPP. What the hell are you talking about? Nobody knows what you're talking about. Except you guys out there. You know what I'm talking about. The TPP, right? The Trans-Pacific Partnership, right? Am I right? Why, even the president acknowledges that many of his fellow Democrats oppose the 12-nation Trans-Pacific trade deal because they worry it might hurt American workers. But Obama says, no. Some of my dearest friends are wrong on this. They're just wrong. This will be good for America. That's what Obama had to say. Those were his words. Well, here's our related headline. It says here, Nike backs Obama on trade with pledge to create 10,000 U.S. jobs. So there you go. There you have it. There you go. Sports shoemaker Nike Incorporated put its weight behind President Barack Obama's push for a trade deal with Asian countries on Friday, with a promise to create up to 10,000 U.S.-based manufacturing jobs if the pact is approved. The company said footwear tariff relief within the proposed 12-nation Trans-Pacific Partnership trade agreement would allow it to speed up investment in advanced footwear manufacturing in the United States. That's right. Advanced footwear manufacturing in the United States. We're going to have advanced footwear shoes that will make you fly. You click the heels together and you say, I wish I could go home. There's no place like home. There's none. Click your heels together and you'll be able to fly. Oh boy, isn't that amazing? Well, that's just one advanced footwear manufacturing idea that Nike has that it would speed up investment in the United States. Now, if the TPP deal is sealed, Nike said it planned to create as many as 10,000 domestic manufacturing and engineering jobs. The investment would also lead to thousands of construction jobs and support up to 40,000 jobs elsewhere in its supply chain over 10 years. Now, Nike said all this in a release distributed by the White House. Oh, yes now. And pigs can fly, Obama can lie, and it's getting mighty cold in hell. That's right. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I tell you what. Get on that. And there you have it. There you go. There you have it. Now stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay? All right. Okay, you're listening to the Samsel Report. Okay? All right. Right here on Revolution Radio. Okay? And we are having our weekly wrap-up wherein we wrap up the previous week's headlines. Okay? So, did you know, like this one right here, our next headline, Huckabee opens his 2016 bid for the White House. Mike Huckabee, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Mike Huckabee, yes, you heard right. The former Arkansas governor announced his 2016 bid for the White House. He made his announcement in the hometown that he shares with former President Bill Clinton, becoming the sixth notable Republican to enter the campaign, with more to come. Yes, power, money, and political influence have left a lot of Americans behind. That's what Huckabee told reporters in a speech railing against big government bailouts, pledging elimination of the IRS. He says we're going to get rid of the IRS because it's the biggest bully in America. That's right, the IRS. That's right. What? What? I'm just reporting this stuff. Okay? All right? What's his name? Huckabee. Huckabee did not endorse a minimum wage increase. He's against the minimum wage increase. Instead, he's calling for policies encouraging a maximum wage for workers. Oh, yes, yeah, that's going to fly. That's going to fly, right? Am I right? But he did align himself with labor interests in criticizing unbalanced trade deals. So, he described President Barack Obama's immigration policy as a way to import low-wage labor, undercut American workers, and drive wages lower than the Dead Sea. So that's what Mike Huckabee has to say. And you know what we're going to do with Mike Huckabee? I'd like to stand him up against the wall! Hey, you no good, you dirty! Give it to him again! Give it! Go! Oh! Give it to him again! Go, rat! You dirty rat! You weasel! You weasel! You're a weasel! How do you like that? How do you like that? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I tell you what. Is it me? Is it me or what? Sometimes I think I'm losing my mind. That's right. Sometimes it's just too much for me, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? All right. Okay. Okay. You're riding with Wild Bill's Freedom Posse. That's right, you're riding with the Freedom Posse right here on Revolution Radio. Oh, yes. Oh, man, oh, man. Bernie Sanders. He has an opinion about Obama going on the Nike trip. He says to Obama, he said, just don't do it. Don't go on that Nike trip. Don't go to Nike. Don't go there to speak. That's what Bernie Sanders said. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders urged President Barack Obama to cancel a planned visit to Nike's headquarters over the low wages it pays foreign workers. That's right. Obama scheduled to travel to the sneaker giant's Beaverton, Oregon headquarters Friday, part of the president's effort to galvanize support for the Trans-Pacific Partnership, a multinational trade deal between the United States and 11 other countries, including Vietnam, where Nike manufactures most of its shoes. Oh, yes. Given Nike's legacy of offshoring American jobs and exploiting low-wage workers, I would strongly encourage you to cancel this meeting. That's what Bernie Sanders had to say. Oh, yes. Oh, boy. Nike epitomizes why disastrous, unfettered trade policies during the past 4 decades have failed American workers, eroded our manufacturing base, and increased income and wealth inequality in this country. Oh, yes. The independent senator and Democratic presidential candidate cited a recent study by the Institute for Global Labor and Human Rights, which found that 330,000 workers manufacture Nike products in Vietnam, where the minimum wage is, 56 cents per hour? With less than 1% of its more than 1 million production jobs located in the United States. Nike perfectly depicts America's lost jobs, low-wage future under the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Oh, yes. Oh, man. Nike is one of the companies that helped perfect the outsourcing model that now defines production in footwear and garments and other light manufacturing sectors. Now, there you go. There you have it. There you go. Boy, oh, but what is it? Just me, ladies and gentlemen? Is it just me or what? Huh? Huh? Is it? Put that in there. Get on in there. Nike. Nike. 56 cents an hour. Boy, oh boy, price of the shoes didn't go down none, did it? Huh? Huh? What is it, me or what? Boy, oh boy, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no! The sheeple! The sheeple are getting out. Oh man, I hate when that happens because they just wander around all over the place like they don't know where the hell they are. They don't know what's going on. They don't care. They don't care what's going on. They just want to sit there and drink their beer and watch the football game on Saturday. The whole bunch of them. Oh, my God. Close the door. Close the door. My goodness gracious me. You're riding with Wild Bill's Freedom Posse. That's right. That's right. I mean, we are in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We are in big trouble, ladies and gentlemen, because you know what we got in Washington? Huh? Huh? You know what's going on? You know what we got in Washington? Huh? I'll tell you what. We got this right here. There we go. Right here. Jeez, so peak. I can't believe it. Look at them. Look at them. That's what we got in Washington. And then and the people, what do we got? The people? I said, there's the people. There you go. There's the people right there. There you go. Man, oh man, what is it? Is it me? Am I going out of my mind? Do we not live in the Twilight Zone? Do we not oh my God, I'm not fooling around here. I'm not playing any games. We live in the Twilight Zone. That's right. That's right. That's what I said. We live in the... We live in the... Will you shut up and let me finish? We live in the Twilight Zone. That's right. And it's almost time for me to be going. So it's almost time for Wild Bill to hit the trail.
I must be going. I cannot stay. I came to say I must be going. I'm glad I came, but just the same I must be going.
For my sake you must stay, for if you go away, you'll spoil this party I am throwing.
I'll stay a week or two. I'll stay the summer through. But I am telling you, I must be going. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh. Okay, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio. You want to tune in next week, okay? Tune in next week, because God knows what I'll have for you next week, okay? All right, so do that. Tune in to the Samsel Report. And until next week, this is Wild Bill saying, Bye-bye, buckaroos. I love yous.
Madison Avenue mentality. Look out, it's gonna get ya. Man is gonna get ya. He's gonna get ya. Oh no, gonna get ya. Oh no. Madison Avenue.